Hey there, I'm Mark from Spectrum Pulse, and today we have from Danny Brown Quaranta. I'll be honest, I was not sure where to set my expectations with this album, because yes, Scaring the Host of JPEG Mafia, it's one of my favorite albums of 2023, but with the throwback sounds of You Know What I'm Saying in 2019 kinda leaving me a little cold, and conversations on his podcast indicating how unfeasibly expensive Atrocity Exhibition was to make, it gave me the impression we probably weren't going to get anything as off the walls as that probably ever again. And a lot of the buzz around Quaranta suggested it was a lot more sober and thoughtful, a look at aging within rap, hitting his 40s. And here's the thing, while Danny Brown is most popularly known for his wild, hedonistic side, the undercurrent of all that debauchery was how deeply messy and destructive it was, most often a deflection from depression and working through his actual issues. Hell, that was the thematic undercurrent of Atrocity Exhibition. Quaranta, meanwhile, doesn't even try for that knife's edge balance. This is a very sober Danny Brown sifting through the wreckage of it all, with a real relationship that had been ruined by him cheating amidst the rapper lifestyle, and then trying to engage with the reality of aging in the music industry where it's a job, wondering what is even the point this many years in without actual hits or industry awards. And it's not exactly pretty. Behind the occasionally dicey vocal mix, he sounds world-weary and haggard, trudging across the textured, shambling beats of Quelle Chris, or Paul White returning for some more ethereal and conscious moments that probably remind me the most of his work with Open Mike Eagle and Hella Personal Film Festival, especially by the album's really powerful conclusion on the gorgeous bass jam, the longing for that sense of communal emotion with the music as his family. It's the answer to really Danny Brown's question across this album, a desire to recapture some of that wholesome magic in the art again. You're doing it for the art, that's what it's for. But what it also means is that for some of the kookier songs, they don't really stick as deeply beyond my appreciation for the clever wordplay. Danny Brown's heart doesn't feel in them to the same extent, especially if you draw any parallels to Scaring the Hose, and as such they feel a little less escapist or memorable. Ironically, it's the more mid-tempo, melancholic songs that have stronger hooks, like that excellent 3-song run midway through the album of Down With It, Celibate with Mike, I'm just not as wild on his impressionistic feature as most people are, and then Shakedown with ZeLooperZ bringing in the assist. I'd also say there are a couple moments that might feel a bit broadly sketched, and I'm of a couple minds with them. I don't mind that his sharper observations on poverty, gentrification, and the struggle of sobriety aging in the rap game, I don't mind that he's blunt at all. And Bruiser Wolf's verse on Y.B.P, it's clever as hell as always. And the plain-spoken nature does amplify the personal, but like with You Know What I'm Saying, this does feel a little bit abbreviated. I wanted to hear more fleshed out of that personal journey, even though with the album's heaviness it might have been a mixed blessing. Overall, I've often found myself wishing that I would like Danny Brown a little bit more than I do, and while I think this is very mature and compelling, it's also a project I really need to appreciate in a certain state of mind. Now, I would put money on this growing on me in the same way Scaring the Hose did, but as of now, you know what? I'll lean on the positive, call it on the cusp of greatness, more likely than not to tilt into it, and absolutely worth hearing. So yeah, thanks a lot for watching. If you want to see more reviews, please be sure to like, share, drop a subscription, maybe comment, especially as I think this might be a slightly unpopular opinion given how much critical acclaim this album's getting. I'm just a little bit cooler on it than that level, I'll say that. Even if I still think, again, it's frequently great and it's got that emotional resonance I do appreciate. Beyond that, anything else I might be able to do to improve my presentation, I'm all ears. If you guys want to get albums on my schedule before the end of the year, you're running out of time, link to my Patreon's right over there. And as always, I'm Mark, you're watching Spectrum Pulse, and I'll see you next time.